Today was a really good day and we covered a lot of ground, from certification, learning in humanitarian settings, how to get learning to disparate organizations, how to do this in an innovative and challenging way, how to use AI. It was very broad. It's hard to summarize, but I think one of the big takeaways is the focus on doing good quality learning and not getting carried away with tech, and finding ways to use technology to get you to that good quality learning rather than ways to use the newest, fanciest technology.
There were so many aspects of the presentation that were very pertinent, but if I can just focus on one, I would look at how artificial intelligence can support our curriculum development. I thought that was a very interesting topic because of the curated research that you can do. The overwhelmed amount of information that's on Google, having curated research that has credentials and specific quality that can address the issues of how much information is needed, how much information is relevant. The other thing that's very exciting, if I may have two things, was the badges, because we are setting up a corporate academy, and that's trying to address those micro credentials and how we can allow people to have credentials at each step of their learning process, and then have this data bank of commonality where people across different organizations can find each other or find other people that have a common understanding of shared knowledge platform that is credible. So yes, it was great. Thank you.
And one of the highlights for me today is the discussion on gamification, which we're considering using as a way of building content that will engage and stimulate the interest of learners, get them to be very much involved in using technology to learn skills. The other aspect is on the badging system, because there is need for open recognition of skills beyond the paper certificates that we issue. When badges are issued, and there's a system to link it up with a database that would keep track of the accomplishments of each of these learners, and I believe it will be very useful.
What was really interesting for me today was the diversity of the workshop itself. So we weren't just sitting around at the table listening to people speak. We had speed dating, we had co-creation sessions, workshops, feedback. It was really, really energizing to have so many people with so many different perspectives come together and to create things like personas and starting points for user journeys. And to me, that was quite inspiring.
Definitely the last topic, artificial intelligence, and how we could marry artificial intelligence with our existing e-learning interventions. I mean, we would want to go back home, somehow reconnect with the guys that we've met here and see how we could make that happen. Because the way we've been doing it, it's the thread and tested but not really found to be working model. And we want to change that. So we definitely want to see if we can bring artificial intelligence into the educational space and make e-learning better.
In my own organization, I think we are going to apply the things of badges, because we have a lot of informal courses to bridge the gap from in different contexts. So, and we don't have a real certificate. So we need to use badges, in my opinion, to give a value to the skills and competencies students gain with this kind of informal courses.
I was really, it was actually just one small area that was covered, and it was the area of adaptive quizzes and adaptive questions. So, you know, many of the medical and non-medical courses that we develop are fairly traditional in their overall structure of kind of, you know, content and videos and multiple choice quizzes, and followed by kind of, you know, questions at the end of the course. And so really what, you know, after that discussion on adaptive questions and adaptive quizzes, I think what would be possibly interesting is maybe building a course based on the results of an adaptive quiz. So it's something like malaria, gauging a learner's understanding of the material at the outset, and then tailoring the content of the course according to that grade. And so just generally these kinds of ideas that are looking to kind of tailor the content more towards this kind of range of knowledge and roles across the organization, I think would be helpful, and I'd be